It's funny how you might need the best anti-detect browser without even realizing it. Today I'm going to explain what kind of browser those are and why having an anti-detect browser is going to define the security and privacy of your entire online presence. Before I get into this anti-detect browser guide, you've got to understand that even the most secure browsers these days still leave digital fingerprints of your activity all over the place. Such fingerprints contain identification data of your device, and they're saved server-side, outside of the user's control. Doesn't matter if you try to avoid cookies, the fingerprinting software has ways of identifying you and tracking what you're up to. Even if you use privacy-focused tools like VPNs or proxies, this is still going to lead to targeted advertisements, data collection, and in worse cases, even phishing attacks and identity theft. Anti-detect browsers exist for a simple purpose: to disguise these fingerprints and cover your bases. This way, no advertisers or other third parties will be able to track your actions or create a personal profile of you. So how does an anti-detect browser work? Well, the method is rather ingenious. Anti-detect browsers create fake digital fingerprints of your device for websites to record. This often includes browser attributes, a text that includes identifying data of a browser. Naturally, without any real information of yours, no profiling or tracking is possible. But hey, why stop here? Most anti-detect browsers have an option to create multiple profiles with completely different fake digital fingerprints. You know, in case you need the website to treat you as a user from a specific country, or a user with a specific browser to preserve your anonymity. It's also fairly common for the top anti-detect browser options to mask the IP addresses of their users, spoof locations, and clear cookies in addition to faking the fingerprints. Naturally, there's a valid question to ask here. What's the difference between anti-detect browsers and private browser options, like Brave or Tor? They also have measures to prevent tracking, mask activities, and spoof users' IP addresses. But the difference lies in the websites and their response to these browsers. While fake digital fingerprints protect your privacy, they also don't raise any red flags for any websites and don't prevent access to any content. On the other hand, when users have no digital fingerprints and hide all the information about themselves, well, some websites straight up prohibit access to them or restrict access from certain content. For instance, the usage of the Tor browser is often restricted or even banned altogether by some websites. Clearly not the best option, especially if you're running a small business or you're a fellow content creator. However, I can't avoid talking about one significant downside of anti-detect browsers. They're often quite pricey. That's why I focused on finding a few affordable options with free trials or versions. No cats in the bags, I promise. One such option is Incogniton. This anti-detect browser is great if you need a lot of different fake profiles. It even allows you to create them in bulk. All significant information can be synced between these profiles too. Incogniton simplifies cookie management with quite a bit of import, export, and cookie collection capabilities. Easy to manage, easy to purge. One of the more interesting features is the human-like typing emulation, designed to bypass some websites' aversion to form filling by emulating natural typing patterns. Other pros I marked for myself include a simple enough interface, affordable team plan prices, and a generous free plan for single users, allowing up to 10 profiles. A great free anti-detect browser for sure. As for downsides though, I have noticed that browser fingerprint consistency varies, and sometimes fingerprints might change in already established profiles. There's also no proxy options, and Incogniton is only available on Windows and macOS. It's not a bad option, but there are cases when something like GoLogin would be a better fit. This one is a bit better at multi-accounting, making it easy to manage multiple profiles and facilitating teamwork through utilizing different folders. It also has a convenient way to import, export, and sync profiles, proxies, and even cookies. This browser will fit casual users the most since it supports popular Chrome extensions and doesn't overload new users with complicated UI like some other detail-heavy browsers. browsers. GoLogin's community especially praises its high-quality customer support and commitment to enhancing user experience through the introduction of new features. Personally, I noted a few significant pros of GoLogin. Its quality is good overall, it has a simple and easy design, the pricing is fair, and there is a good variety of free built-in proxies. It also works equally well as a web version and mobile app. However, despite having good support, it took me quite a bit to get a reply from the support team, and the free plan is rather limited compared to Incogniton. On the other hand, the 7-day free trial includes all functionality, which Incogniton doesn't offer. One more option I can't avoid mentioning is Ghost Browser. This Antidetect browser was created to help social media managers and testers and designers do their jobs without any tracker-related issues like cookies and profiling. Its main feature is an entire workspace, something similar to like Google Workspace or Microsoft 365, packed with folders, bookmarks, history tabs, downloads, and special settings. While quite handy for most users, it fits the best for daily checks on several accounts, not hundreds of them. So if you have ambitious business plans, Ghost Browser is not a viable option. Personally, I outlined a few pros I want to highlight. Of course, the whole workspace approach is unique and quite useful. This browser's stability is also better than that of the previous providers. The interface and functionality are simple enough and would fit most users perfectly. It's also rather affordable, capping much earlier than GoLogin, despite starting from a similar price point. On the other hand, Ghost Browser lacks any kind of proxy, definitely won't fit larger businesses, and despite my tests, I can't comment on the fingerprint consistency. Similarly to Incogniton, Ghost Browser is limited to Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. When it comes to free versions, Ghost Browser offers only a plan with 4 identities, a bit better than GoLogin, but still not even close to Incogniton. At the end of the day, not everybody needs the best anti-detect browser. If your primary goal is getting a secure online experience, perhaps a simple private browser would provide a comparable experience without requiring additional configuration. I hope you found this video interesting and hopefully useful too, and if you need help with a particular topic, leave a comment down below and I will try to cover that for you as well. As usual, thanks for watching this far, and I hope to see you in my next video soon.